What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Loading Up Podcast. I am your host, Producer J, and I'm with my co-host, Brother Zay.
Yo, what's up?
And we have a newcomer this week. We have he's been a part of the team for a while, but this is his first podcast officially. He's been doing live streams and the TikTok videos and our socials. But welcome, Brother Matt. What's up?
Thank you. I'm excited.
I know, it's first time. You're gonna pop your cherry.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry. So before we get started, just let you guys know, gonna follow us on our socials because that would help us out a lot. We're gonna be posting a little bit more frequently because it's a very hectic season with the Game Awards and the just recently announced GTA 6. Well, we don't know what it's gonna be called officially, but trailer. So stick to our socials and follow us. You can see it on the top. But yeah, what you guys been playing?
So I've been playing Remnant 2 because that just dropped on Game Pass.
Right.
I've been playing a little bit of that, and I beat RoboCop. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was great.
Why are you making me feel like I need to buy that?
You do.
No, that's the problem.
I mean, if you like the movies, you'll love the game.
That's beyond my time. Like I'm not.
Wow. Damn.
I'm not trying to call you old or anything, but
that's too late for that. It's too late for that. Damn, I'm really the oldest one here, and that's crazy.
Even that older, like.
So yeah, that's what I've been playing. I finished RoboCop 2, loved it, and started Remnant 2, getting through that. I feel like it'll be more fun with, co-op, playing with others. So hopefully other people download, we can play it together, because I feel I like the game, but I feel like maybe it'll be more fun together. That's what I've been playing.
Hey, if you wanted to play, you could have just asked.
Yeah, I have it installed.
I wanted to play. I saw it when it was like a shadow drop. So
yeah,
I almost bought it too. But again, I probably shouldn't be buying games, because I don't finish them. But Brother Matt, what you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. I've just finished the Mastery Camo grind for multiplayer, so I have the Interstellar Camo. And then I had bought Alan Wake 2 as well, so I started that. And now that I finished with the camo, so I'm going to continue that and probably play more Remnant, dive into Remnant 2, and also play Alan Wake on the side.
Nice. So when you get the camos, like, is it like the old Call? Because I stopped after a while. Like, I used to grind my ass off to try and get those camos, but then like it's like, is it easier or is it like, how is it?
It's tough because you got to get like every gun leveled up fully to their max level, and then you unlock all their challenges, and then
see,
that's it's not like before where it's like get 75 headshots and you get like in the old Modern Warfare 2.
I think that's why like I don't like, at least currently, maybe they'll fix it or change it up, but like the way it's currently laid out, where you have to do everything for other guns and just to get something for one gun. Like I don't like that.
I'm not a fan either, but it's all right. It's not too bad.
It really isn't, especially when it had the double XP. Me and Brother Matt were playing a lot of the double XP weekend, and like we grinded a lot. Obviously, he finished it and I didn't, but we grinded a lot. I got a lot of guns leveled up all the way, and I was just keep working on it. So I mean, it's doable, obviously, because he's finished it already. So it was still fun. The game is fun in itself, so it's not like, it doesn't feel like a chore.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that feels like a chore is leveling the guns up. That's about it.
Yeah.
Challenges are fun, except for the grenade launcher. That control is bugged. It's
now,
actually
can you level them up in any mode?
Yeah, you could. So
Yeah.
there was a glitch, but this is nerfed already. But you would play zombies, and then you would go to like an exfil and call the helicopter, and then it will be like at least 500 zombies spawn, and you just arm them, and then you don't get in the helicopter. It leaves, and you call in another exfil, then another 500 zombies spawn. But now they patched it to where it's only like 20 zombies at most.
Damn.
It's not even fun anymore.
Yeah, I don't know why they would patch that. Like, it's supposed to be fun.
It's just to make the exfil like
They
feel
gotta
like
make
you're-
it. They gotta make it fair.
It's zombies. It's not like it's against other players. So
That's true.
that's why I feel like, that was kind of shitty of them.
But anyway, I still been working my way through Metal Gear Solid. I'm almost done with the VR missions. Those fucking VR missions, man. Yo, I literally almost wanted to break my controller. That's how frustrating they were because like, and my fiance was sitting next to me. She was watching me do it, and I want to blame that it's an old game. So I try to like put that in the back of my mind, like it's an old game. Like the technology wasn't as advanced. There's gonna be some glitches, whatever. But so for example, there's a I want to say, well, there's like a set of missions where you got to do different weapons for. So one of the weapons is the Claymore mine, and you put it down, and then whatever passes from in front of it explodes. For whatever reason, when I put it down, it just explodes in my face and kills me, and I fail. And it's not every time. It's random, and I could not explain like what I was doing different. It was so frustrating, and eventually I got it. But it was just like, why would you do this to me?
This is exactly why on a Claymore it says this way toward enemies.
Apparently the game doesn't know that.
You have it on one wolf.
Yeah, you just didn't read right, man. You gotta face it the other way.
Apparently Snake doesn't know his front from back. I don't know, but so that I've been still working on that. But yeah, so hopefully I'll finish it soon so I can get back to all my other games that are in my backlog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's too many to count.
Before, real quick, since you brought up Metal Gear, you guys saw like the leak Fortnite?
What?
Yes.
Battle Pass? Yeah, so
Yes.
they leaked Xbox on the Xbox store accidentally put up like the next chapter, and there was like 4 characters, like 2 characters were like Fortnite like created own characters, and
Yeah.
2 of them one was Peter Griffin in a suit, and
I saw that one.
and Solid Snake.
What the?
Yeah, Solid Snake. You didn't see it? He was in the same picture.
Hold on, I gotta look this up. What? I saw
Yeah.
the Peter Griffin one.
You didn't look hard enough.
Yeah, he was right next to him.
It was just announced. It just said Peter Griffin coming to Fortnite, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Solid
What?
Snake.
Yes.
Dude.
Hold on.
He's gonna look it up right now.
Oh my god.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, I'm loading on Fortnite right now.
I see it now. Oh my god. He better not be the freaking season or battle pass thing.
Most likely will.
Oh.
Get ready for Snake hitting the gritty.
Yes.
No, not the gritty.
It'll be worth it. Solid Snake is probably like, because there's a few people or a few characters that I would get I would buy. One of them I missed out on was the Mandalorian, which I'm still waiting for him to come back because every time they put the Star Wars tab on Fortnite, it never includes him. It includes everybody else, but not him. I don't know why.
He's a battle pass.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a battle.
He
You
was
see?
part of the battle pass. Yeah, that's what I like didn't unlock all his armor, so I was like all the like original armor on. So like I kind of hate using him, but like but I have him. Yeah, I'm a
Damn.
Star Wars nerd, so like anything Star Wars, I'm just instantly insta buy.
Me too. I almost bought the freaking Darth Maul one, but I was like,
I bought the whole thing. I bought the whole thing.
you bought all of them.
There were free challenges, and I bought all of it. I spent money to just earn it early.
Wow.
Because like I did it for the Dragon Ball. I bought all of them for that one because I'm a Dragon Ball nerd. Then there's what was the other one? I mean, I guess yeah, Metal Gear Solid if they ever did that one. And then this is more of like my thing. I listen to Bad Bunny, and if they ever added him to the Fortnite, which I feel like they will, they've added his songs and his dances.
Yeah, they have 2 emotes.
Yeah, and I have one of them. I missed out on the other one, but I would buy him too. But that's just me though. All right, I guess we could get to the news. We don't have much this week.
No, there's
But
really not a lot of news, and plus we're gonna deep dive on this episode to the Game Awards, our thoughts, predictions, and just talking about the nominees for
Yes.
this show. So we'll be very brief with the news, and so the biggest news we have is that Jez Corden from Windows Central actually interviewed Phil Spencer. And he talked about some of the latest hottest topics that were going around Twitter this past week. And he asked Phil directly, and we got some clear answers and some potential questions right from Phil, you know? So we'll dive right in. So Jez asked him in particular on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass coming to other platforms. Because that was a big one, especially going around on Twitter where people were saying that Xbox is third party now and they're going to be putting Game Pass on Nintendo and PlayStation.
It was because of the quote from the CFO.
Tim Stewart.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think they took it out of context because the quote was talking about Activision Blizzard games. And of course, you know, the fanboys took it out of context and immediately rolled with it. Well, Phil Spencer was asked about it. He came out saying, I'll start by saying, we have no plans to bring X to Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. It's not in our plans, but I think he said you hit the mark on what it means to own an Xbox. The thing I want to be focused on is how do we continue to innovate for people who've made the commitment to our hardware platform, and how do we continue to make sure that they feel great about their investment in what we've built. And that right there just says to me that, you know, they're going to go head on with Xbox, with even potentially new consoles coming out into the future. And the Xbox is going to be like the driving force, they're the actual console, the hardware behind Game Pass, because without some of the consoles out, well, Xbox One, xCloud, and the series consoles, you don't really have a Game Pass. You know, sure, it's, you know, you could get on cloud and GeForce Now, but it wouldn't be where it's at today without the hardware.
Yeah, the majority of subscribers are on Xbox. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Yeah.
And it's kind of silly because the quote, like you said, the CFO was talking about was Activision Blizzard games, and a lot of people just took it and ran with it because he never said it. Like you said, the context was the ABK games, and then he never said all games. He just said first party experiences, which is what they do currently. They do it with Minecraft. They do it with other games like Ori. They put that on the Switch. Now they're gonna do it with COD. They're maybe gonna do it with Overwatch. Like there's already a precedent that's set by Microsoft that some games will remain on other consoles going forward, and new updates and new editions, whatever the case may be. Like even the remasters of Quake, those are on PlayStation and Nintendo. So it's like they do have a plan for those games that have, like Phil Spencer said, legacy on other platforms. But there are still going to be exclusives. Like that's always been the case. And eventually there's going to be more from ABK that are going to be exclusive. So like I don't understand where people got this narrative that it was just every game that Microsoft makes or Xbox makes, that's going to be on all consoles, all platforms. Like that, they never said that. And the fact that Phil had to clarify that is just silly.
Yeah. I mean, they specifically were talking about how Sarah Bond is now the head of Xbox, and the hardware innovation part of that is under her organization, and how they unified. They sort of like, with the restructure of their senior staff, they unified all the teams. So she has hardware, and they're going to be working on that for the future, because he even said that there's already potential plans for making new Xboxes and stuff. So the Xbox is not going anywhere, and that narrative was just a little out of play. If anything, like, if people were seeing the correlations between Xbox, some games being on other consoles, PlayStation does the same thing. Because, as you know, MLB The Show's been on Xbox. It's on PC. There are PlayStation games that are going to PC as well. So does that mean that PlayStation third party? No, it doesn't. It just means that they're going to bring games out to more people on more platforms. That's all it is.
Yeah. And I even earlier this year, I think it was on I can't remember, the GameSpot, where they do, it's like a round table, not a round table, like a couch, and I think Jeff Grubb was hosting it, and I think Phil Spencer was there, and other people were there. He even said in that interview that was like, we are not third party. Like, yeah, we release games on other platforms, but that's a case by case basis. Like, they do see Xbox as their platform, and they will make exclusive games for it. That's always been the base of what Xbox's goal is. That doesn't mean that they can't do other things. Like, it's all about having multiple strategies being at play at once. So some people can't comprehend that, apparently. But yeah, this interview, though, in a whole, was actually really good. Like, I encourage anybody who is interested in like what Xbox's goals are going forward to check it out. It's on Windows Central.
Yeah, you go on Windows Central. We can possibly, I think we did tweet out. Did we tweet this out? Well, either way, we'll make a tweet so we can tweet it out for our followers, so you can retweet it off of Windows Central on Twitter, and that way you guys can follow along and read, because it is extensive interview. They do go on for quite a while, talking a little bit about Game Pass family, the roadmap, as well as they're talking about Activision Blizzard, and the things that they're doing over there. So it's a big interview that we do get to hear from Phil every now and then, but it's usually quick sound bites, like a couple minutes here. But this one feels like a really extensive interview where they go deep diving into the roadmap and the future of Xbox and where they stand on certain things.
Yeah. And any thoughts, Brother Matt?
No, it was just, the interview was really good. We want to hear more, like, the insides and like the future plans for Xbox.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially, I was gonna say, especially from hearing that the merging of Activision Blizzard into Microsoft has been moving like faster than Bethesda's integration. That's been going well. So it was really good.
No, they plan on, I think, well, hopefully by not the end of next year, but like come E3 time, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it's E3 anymore, but come that time, I feel like we'll see the full integration, because I feel like Bethesda, they took a few years. Maybe it might be quicker for ABK, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe summer 2024.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Then that's still really fast, and hopefully we'll see more ABK games coming to Game Pass after that. So that's good stuff. A great interview.
Yeah.
I guess now we can jump right into our what do we call it?
All right. Well, first, before one thing I want to mention, because I actually thought about it just now. Something that actually I wanted to talk about was the whole Ubisoft ad in the menu screen thing that kind of popped up, and it was basically like there was a technical error that Ubisoft put in their I think it was Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
It was Odyssey, yeah. They
Yeah,
said it was an error.
Yeah, they said it was an error where you would press the menu screen and like the pause menu to open the map, and ad popped up, which was a little weird. That's never been done before, and I honestly feel like it was they were testing it out. I feel like they were doing that, and then they accidentally got into some builds of the game, and they quickly fixed it and said it was an error. But it's like, how does an error like that even happen? It's like the menu in the game is very different from the menu in the beginning of the game when you start it up. So I don't know how that can get crossed. Granted, I'm not a game developer. I don't know how these things integrate or whatever. But it's like, I feel like they got caught with their pants down and they're trying to like shuffle away, be like, oh, you didn't see anything. That was a mistake. It's fine. But it kind of scares me because like we talked before about the whole Xbox thing where you turn on the console and you see an ad. That's one thing. It's fine. You turn on the console, you're not actively playing anything yet. But this is like you're actually in the game, pausing it, and you see an ad. Like that's, I don't know. I feel like what's that?
That's the mid game. You're just running around and you're trying to find a place on the map, and you open it. It's just like, here, buy the new one. Buy the new one. Why are you playing it?
You played this game for too long. Go to the next one.
Get the no one. But yeah, I hope this doesn't give other developers an idea that this is okay, because there was a lot of backlash for it. So hopefully they saw it and it's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't do this. But
I mean, Ubisoft is the ones, like the type of studio to do that though, because they put microtransactions into Assassin's Creed. I wasn't big on like yeah, it's optional, but I'm not huge on it because it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna buy it. I never bought it, but like it's like
the fact
like,
that
there's
they're
no
doing
reason.
it,
Yeah, the fact that it's there is like, it's kind of weird. It's like why do I need to spend $2 on like 500 silver to make one sword in like
yeah. I don't know. Honestly, Ubisoft, Activision, but now they're part of Microsoft, or Take-Two, I feel like would have done that, or EA. All the publishers would have done it. Like,
everybody's doing microtransactions.
Yeah, it's fucking sucks that like you can't even trust these publishers to do the right thing anymore. It's like this could have been any publisher, and we'd have been like, yeah, that tracks. Like, it's just Ubisoft was the unlucky one to get caught.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. Hopefully, it was an error, but I don't know. But anyway, we can get started with our Game Awards predictions.
The judgment.
The judgment.
The judgment.
So before we actually get started, I actually wanted to talk about kind of like our predictions for like what, aside from the votes and like what's gonna win and the nominees and stuff like that. Like, what do you think is actually gonna be at the show?
Well, I'm hearing a huge presence from Xbox all over.
Yes.
I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, everybody's been saying that Gears Marcus Phoenix Collection and Gears 6 and mid-gen refresh. That's what I've been hearing.
Yeah, same.
I don't even know if it's true. I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but I am gonna get my hopes up anyway because
Hopes is up already. What are you doing?
I love Gears. It's one of my favorite franchises from Xbox.
Same.
So that's what I'm hoping for. Just at least a Marcus Phoenix Collection.
That actually would be, because like it was rumored like since last year that they were gonna do it, and it seemed pretty legitimate, but it's like nothing came from it. Granted, it takes a while to like make these things, but if it's like a remaster or a remake, it's not gonna be a remake. It's more of like a remaster. It shouldn't take too long. Like maybe they'll announce it and then it'll come out next year. But that's honestly probably the best bet. I think personally they will announce the first few games. It's not gonna be all of them, but the first few games that are going to be added to Game Pass from the ABK acquisition. Okay. Potentially more backwards compatible games? Because I know Sarah Bond posted a Xbox 360 logo on social media the other day. So like
Get
she's
the tinfoil hats out.
Hey, listen, I will take
Nintendo's-
it. I will take any grain of salt I can because I'm excited.
I mean, if that's the case, she just posted something about Sonic movie. That's it. It's confirmed. Xbox is buying Sega.
Yes.
Like that's the route we're going right now.
You heard it first.
Yeah, that's. Are you not paying attention?
Oh no! Oh no!
No, but I do think it would help for people to get excited about Xbox, knowing that these games are gonna come to Game Pass. And secretly, I know it's gonna come eventually. I don't know when. Prototype needs to go in there as soon as possible. I love that game, and they need to make a sequel or a remake or whatever. Whatever they do, it needs to be back.
A full reboot.
Yes, a reboot. Also, going back to the interview with Phil Spencer, he name dropped Banjo.
He did.
He did that. So I'm hyped. Banjo's coming back. I don't care.
I mean, at least he knows what the fans want. And
Yeah, he sees it. That's all I need to hear. The fact that the top guy sees that people want Banjo, it's gonna happen.
I mean, he also sees that like he wants to get the studios, like certain studios that want to make these games.
Right.
So that's also a really good thing.
Yeah.
Nobody want to make Banjo. Let's keep it moving.
Shush. Banjo's coming back, baby.
I've never played
He
Banjo.
was in Smash. I will reiterate, he was in Smash. Okay.
That's close. Closest remake you're ever gonna get.
No, don't say that. Don't break my heart. But anyway, did Brother Zay, you said any of your predictions?
No, because I don't. I want to say that GTA 6, although they're coming out before.
Yeah, they crushed your dreams with that one.
Yeah, they did. So they're gonna come out with their trailer before the Game Awards, but it does say trailer 1. So I want to say GTA 6 still has a presence at the Game Awards, and they'll announce who has the marketing rights at Game Awards.
Trailer 2.
I think that's wishful thinking.
It is. So is yours. Shut up.
I can't remember the last time Rockstar released 2 trailers within a week of each other. I think every time they announce a game, it's always like the first one for months, if not a year.
I hope Banjo-Kazooie's dead. That's right.
I was gonna say we could probably get the same trailer. The same trailer.
Probably.
Awards, yeah.
Yeah.
With maybe the marketing rights at the end of it, like who gets it?
Maybe. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll be doing the live show for the Game Awards. So if you're listening now, you'll see us live reacting to the Game Awards and all their premieres and everything. So tune in live with us to watch the Game Awards.
yes. So we're gonna get right into the nominees. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna do it live right here. Actually, maybe I shouldn't do it live right here. Let me turn off the screen for a second before I log in with my credentials.
Definitely don't show me your password.
Real quick. We're actually gonna make an official loading up podcast vote. Okay, they didn't show anything. So
No, they don't.
They didn't show anything. Yeah, so we're gonna make an official loading up podcast vote. We're all gonna give our predictions, but we're gonna give a unanimous vote so that way we can have our voices heard.
We fighting.
So let's go to the nominees. Let's view all the categories. All right, this is a lot. I mean, a lot of them are kind of just like whatever. How do you want to start this? You want to start from the bottom, going up, or you want to start from the top?
No, save the top. Save the top.
Yeah, we'll save the top because the top has the best. Top has Game of the Year, Best Direction, Best Narrative, Best Art. It has
right. Yeah, that's the big ones.
Yeah, and I mean, we can sit here go through the whole list. I think there's like 31 of them.
So you want to pick the ones that are like most important to us, so we can like kind of skip like this one, esports events. I mean, I know Brother Matt watches esports.
Yeah, I love esports.
That's crazy.
So maybe we could do that. Let him pick that one. because I don't know anybody. So is that what you want to do, or
Yeah.
You can
all
speak.
right, all right, we'll speed run it. So let's go. Best esports events. We got the 2023 League of Legends World Championship, Blast TV Paris Major 2023, Evo 2023, the International Dota 2 Championships 2023, and the Valorant Championships, or the Champions 2023.
But I'm gonna say my vote has to go with Valorant because the story that EG had this year was insane.
Over Evo?
Oh, I also heard Evo was really good this year as well.
Yeah.
But like, for me personally, from what I watched Valorant. I'm not a big fighting player, even though like I play Mortal Kombat and like I played a little bit of Street Fighter. But I play more Valorant and stuff, and I watched a little bit of the season. EG had a terrible year. They were like garbage, and they ended up winning the championship. So the underdog story is amazing. That'll take my vote. Will be for Valorant.
All right.
Valorant.
So mine is gonna be Evos, but I guess Producer J, you will be the tiebreaker.
I guess I'm the tiebreaker. I have no
Yeah.
idea. I've never watched any esports events.
Choose
So-
wisely.
I
No,
guess
I'm kidding.
I'll go with Valorant just
Okay.
because I trust Brother Mats. I don't trust you, Brother Zay.
The ops are in here. The ops are in here.
No, you badmouth Banjo. This
That
is
is.
I mean, that's
what
karma.
you get.
We need Brother Tay. He's with the smoke.
No, he's sleeping right now. we started late. All right, so official vote for Loading Up Podcast is the Valorant Champions 2023. All right,
Okay.
so next one, we're actually going in reverse order.
Yeah.
So the best esports coach. Now I mentioned this
Yeah, you
in
did.
my quick save episode that wasn't really quick. This guy Remy Kwanium. Do you know how to pronounce his name?
Nope.
Okay. He wasn't actually an esports coach in 2023, but that's besides the point.
Best
He gets
esports
the-
coach in 2023 because he wasn't even a coach. He was the best. There you go.
So we got Christine
No,
Potterchi, Danny Zonic Sorensen, Jordan Gunba Graham, Remy Kwanium, and Yoon Sung Young.
What do we
Any-
got?
Any
Alright.
picks?
I mean, Potter's the coach for EG.
Yeah, Potter.
Alright.
Yeah, for Valorant.
Oh, yeah, I see the
It's
people in the
unanimous. I'm
background.
just gonna stick with that.
Yeah, we picked the other one in the other round. So
What's
all right.
What's funny is because that was my esports coach pick for my.
For your
yeah.
oh damn. All right. Next round, best esports team. So we got Evil Geniuses, which is the one we've been voting for. Fnatic, Gaming Gladiators, JD Gaming, and Team Vitality. I actually heard about them. I don't know them better than anybody else. But
It's gonna have to be Evil Geniuses.
yeah, I feel like we've kind of
Yeah.
just
Alright.
stuck with it.
Yeah.
Evil Geniuses is our pick. All right, next category. We got best esport athlete. Got Lee Faker Sang-hyuk. Matthew, that's a very weird name to spell Matthew. But I've seen Matthew spelled pretty weirdly. Like I've seen Maffeu.
What?
Yeah, Matthew. Matthew. I've never seen IEU. Anyway, Matthew Herbaut, Max Mazanoff, Paco Rusiwise.
As Rizzo as
Okay.
yeah.
Um,
Paco.
Park Ruler J. Hyuk, and Philip Impaler Dawson.
Imperial Hall.
Imperial. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like Imperial Hall. I don't like-
Imperial Hall. All right.
I personally voted for Hydra.
yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Hydra.
Yeah, that's Paco Hydra from Call of Duty.
Paco Hydro. Ruse.
Yeah. I have his
Okay.
actual ear tags on the actual headset right now. He's part of all the Call of Duty team for New York.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep, and we won. The New York team actually won the Call of Duty championships last year.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so next category. Best esports game.
Ooh, okay.
So we got Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant. Yo, how does PUBG Mobile
this is where I'm gonna step in real quick.
get nominated over the actual PUBG game?
I mean, all right, PUBG. I know PUBG Mobile has a huge scene in like especially the mobile scene in general, like Call of Duty Mobile and everything has a huge scene. But my thing is, why isn't Call of Duty or Halo up here?
Yeah.
Halo's been knocking it out recently, like really
That's true.
And in Call of Duty, like the CDL is not that great, but it deserves to be up here. It had like really good, like for the past few years, it's been really good. It just came back on Twitch, and it had like I believe on like one match, it had like over 800,000 people watching, something similar like that. It was crazy on Twitch.
Yeah,
You just got PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, PUBG Mobile is the one that's throwing me off. You know what that is? That's the Xbox tax.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I was waiting for it. I said, he's going to mention it. He's going to mention it. It's okay. The Xbox tax can't hurt you.
It can't hurt me, apparently, according to Paul Tassi. Anyway, all right, so what are we voting? I honestly, like I said, I don't really watch esports, so I don't know what's.
Open League or Valorant.
Yeah, for me, I picked Valorant.
All right, so we'll do Valorant.
Yeah.
Official vote cast. All right, next category. Content Creator of the Year. Now, I have never seen any of these faces before. We got Iron Mouse, People Make Games. Actually, no, I've heard of Quackity. Quackity, Spreen, and Cypher PK. Cypher PK. Okay, I didn't know if there was like you had to pronounce it a certain way. All right, so what are we voting?
I voted for Cypher. I love watching Cypher when he plays Fortnite. He's a Fortnite content creator. He's really entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it's hard to pick like content creator of the year because like how do they determine like who's more popular? Because you would think, oh, it's by views, but then it'd be like freaking the same people every year. I don't know, but yeah. All right, so we picking Cypher PK.
Cypher PK, yeah, definitely.
Where's Jinx?
Jinxie.
I guess it's like overall views and engagement online. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, most anticipated game. All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
No.
We got Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8.
Star Wars, hands down.
See, all right. I want to say Star Wars because I'm a Star Wars nerd, but it's also Ubisoft.
Yeah.
According to this list, what are you more excited about?
Hades 2.
You're more excited about Hades 2 than Star Wars?
First Hades game was immaculate. I never beat it, but it's fun.
This is why Banjo's dead.
No, this is why Banjo is alive, and Phil Spencer knows this. But like I said, it's Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Jedi Survivors, amazing. But it's like it's Ubisoft, so it's like I don't know.
Why does Ubisoft get a bad rap? They have some really great games.
Because they're cookie cutter.
Oh my god!
It's the
I'm
same
going Star
thing.
Wars.
Yeah, I think Outlaws is on the Snowdrop engine as well, so it's gonna look really good.
It's gonna look good, but will it play good?
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm iffy about it too. I
watched the gameplay trailer and it looks promising. It's just I can't get over the cookie cutterness of Ubisoft games. Like the whole, is it open world? I'm assuming it's open world.
I believe so.
they tend to do that lately. And that's another thing, like the forced nature of open world. Granted, Jedi Survivor was also open world, but they did it in a way that didn't feel too overwhelming. But Ubisoft, they tend to do, like, they'll just put you in a sandbox and you just gotta figure shit out. Like, I don't know. Because I played a little bit of the, not, what was it? Not Odyssey. Was it Odyssey? What was the one that you were, the in Egypt, I think it was, right?
Origins is Egypt.
Origins, that's what it was. Origins. I played a little bit of Origins, and it's like, there's so much space in between the different things that you have to do, and it's like, for what reason? Like, why does it have to be that I have to walk through a freaking mile of sand just to get to the next location? Like, I don't know. I want to like Star Wars Outlaws. I'm interested in it, but it's not my most anticipated. But you guys voted me out, so I guess we're voting that.
I'm gonna agree with you though. I think the first three are gonna take it. I think one out of the first
Final Fantasy, Hades, and Like a Dragon.
Yeah, I think those three are gonna take it.
Probably. Although, yeah, no, you're right. I was gonna
honestly
say,
think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is gonna take it in the actual show.
yeah. We should.
Personally, I'm going with Star Wars Outlaws because I don't give a fuck about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, you know what? Like, for the next categories going up, like, we should say what we think is gonna win, and then what we actually want to win. All right, so we're voting Star Wars then.
Star Wars it is.
Star Wars it is. I want it to be good. It
will be.
I will say that. You don't know.
The Force is strong with them.
The Force is not strong with me on this game. Next category. All right, best adaptation. We got Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, Super Mario Brothers movie, or Twisted Metal.
Get that shit out of here.
This is actually really hard.
Is it really
Is
hard?
it? No.
It's between The Last of Us and Super Mario.
Did you say Gran Turismo?
No, I said The Last of Us
I said
and Super Mario.
You said Gran Turismo.
You said Gran Turismo? Get out of here. Where's Brother Zay? Let's get him back on.
No, I'm with Producer J on this one. It's between The Last of Us and the Super Mario Brothers movie, but I feel like The Last of Us is gonna get it in the actual show, but it's just because of all the ponies who were sitting on the panels.
Probably.
No,
it's actually a good show, so I kind of agree with them.
yeah. No, it's definitely gonna be The Last of Us. It's my pick too. So
it really depends on like what your preference is for entertainment, because Mario, a lot of people will say that actually as a movie it's not that good, but as an adaptation of Mario it's almost perfect, so it's hard to really argue against it.
I'm still going Last of Us. I as my personal pick, it was a great adaptation, and I can't wait for season 2.
Actually starting I think in February.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to wait until like next year.
Yeah.
Like maybe the end of next year or even
Like late 2024. Yeah, depends on how fast they can edit the episodes. All right, I'll go with Last of Us because I can't go against Pedro Pascal.
Yeah,
That's my dude.
That's
All right.
Daddy.
That's Daddy. Listen, he's gonna be freaking Mr. Fantastic.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get
All right, next category. Best multiplayer. Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, or Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
I don't know why. Why is this? Why are these games here?
This is.
Street Fighter 6 had good crossplay on launch. It was really good online. It wasn't bad. Party Animals is a fun game. Diablo 4, I know it's like their first time doing like kind of like an MMOS like style. And Baldur's Gate is just co-op. Don't get me wrong.
It's co-op. I don't get that. Why that's there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. These categories are weird, man.
Of course,
a lot of these categories
That's definitely
are weird.
One of the big gripes about the whole Game Awards, how the categories and the games that are in there just don't make any sense.
Yeah.
The committee, whoever chose the games for these categories, I don't know what they were on, but it like you said, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll choose what we got. I guess in terms of like actual multiplayer, maybe Diablo or Street Fighter.
I'm going Diablo. That's my pick.
Because you're an Xbox fan, so that's
Wow, that's Blizzard. Oh wait, that's right.
That's
You
Xbox.
brought the-
If it was 2 months ago, you would have been like, maybe.
Listen, I paid for the $100 version of this game, right? I'm going Diablo.
Yeah, same.
All right, yeah,
Diablo
I
was-
go the same. Although Party Animals is very fun.
It's
It's a fun like weekend, Friday night, Saturday night game if you want to play with like family and stuff like that. But all right, Diablo is our vote. Next category. Oh, we didn't say what we think would win.
I mean,
I'm
It's probably
Baldur's
gonna
Gate.
be
Well,
Diablo
Probably
or,
gonna be Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Baldur's Gate is gonna win every category.
Yeah.
And, all right, best sports or racing game. We got EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and The Crew Motorfest.
they need to separate this.
I mean, granted, well, there's plenty of sports games that they could have put up on here. So
Yeah, definitely.
They
Yeah,
could
3 racing games and 2 sports games.
I was gonna say maybe there wasn't enough racing games. That's
Wait,
probably
isn't
right.
Codemasters a racing game too? F1, yeah. There's 4 racing games and 1 actual sports game.
Yeah,
Yeah, they could have
I
got
don't-
rid of best content creator and made a sports category.
Yeah, you
or
got
they could have just
NBA.
added racing as its own category. Like,
Yeah,
The sports games. There's a lot of titles. You got MLB, NBA. You got wrestling. You got FC. There's a lot of sports games that you can make your own title. Make your own
Madden,
category for
NBA,
it.
2K.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know.
Well,
This-
I'm gonna go with the typical X spot and be Forza Motorsport.
What's gonna win? Probably FC.
It
We don't-
depends
we don't
because
FIFA
a lot of the FC fans or FIFA, what it used to be called, fans, I don't think they watch this stuff. They just play the games and buy their cards.
The FIFA packs.
Yeah. I'll go with Forza too.
We'll go for
We're
it.
going Forza.
Let's
Forza
just go
win.
Forza. Forza is our official vote. All right,
We need
next
it.
category.
Best sim and strategy.
Best sim and strategy. We got Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, City Skylines 2, Company of
Doesn't make
Heroes
any sense
3,
to me.
Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4.
This is another category where I was just so confused on the pick of the games that they picked for this.
Honestly, I'm not like the most versed in like sim and strategy games.
I mean, they could have put like Ages of Empires up here.
Yeah.
You know, they could have put other actual sim or strategy games, but they didn't. They went with Company of Heroes and Pikmin 4. It was weird picks to me. So
Now,
now-
what they should have done is add a best remake or remaster category, because there was so many this year that they could have made their own category, but for whatever reason they didn't.
yeah. So what's your
That's-
picks?
It could be anything, honestly. I have no idea.
Flip a coin.
So first thing I went with Fire Emblem.
I'm
All right,
down.
Fire Emblem.
I'm down.
There's like 3 Nintendo games up here. Like, what the?
Yeah.
All right, Fire Emblem. All right, next category.
Best
Is
family.
Best family. I'm assuming family game. Disney Illusion Island,
No.
Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, or Super Mario Brothers Wonder.
I would have to go Wonder.
I would say Wonder just because I do plan on getting that game eventually for my kids because it looks amazing. But Sonic Superstars also looks very cool too, so I don't know.
I mean,
It's basically Mario versus Sonic.
yeah. I don't know. I honestly picked Party Animals over Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Although I didn't try playing like the multiplayer aspect of Wonder, I still really do like Mario Wonder, but I feel like Party Animals is a lot more fun.
The only reason I wouldn't pick Party Animals is because the UI is very confusing, and I feel like
That's
if you
the
if
game. That's what it is.
now I know, but it's like for example, like I wanted to play in offline mode, and I looked up and they said there was an offline mode you could play against bots, but the way to do it is like very convoluted. Like you have to make a private match, and then you have to add in your guests, and then you have to add in the bots. Like it's very like it's a weird way to do it. Like it's not like, oh, pick offline match or something like that. Like you have to make a private match online and then set it to like use bots. I don't know. It's very confusing.
The category is best family, not what has the best UI.
Hey, listen, if my family gets confused on how to play the game, then I don't know.
I mean, you guys both said Mario Wonder, so that's gonna have to be the official vote. I'm personally still gonna be voting for
Party Animals because it's on Game Pass. That's why.
No, damn it!
Xbox.
You are unashamed of your Xbox-ness, I guess you call it. All right, next category. Oh, I've always Super Mario Wonder, but you can see it if you're watching. Oh, but if you're listening,
Yeah.
Dang.
Super Mario Bros. Won. Sorry. All right, best fighting game. We have God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, or Street Fighter 6. And let's be honest, it's probably going to come down to Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter 6.
Honestly, I picked Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat 1.
They're very different types of games.
They are. They're very different. One's more technical, one's more arcadey, but still, I feel like it scored a lot higher. I feel like in the show and for me personally, it was Street Fighter 6.
I don't know.
Don't let my opinion sway you.
I'm mulling it over.
No, I think Mortal Kombat's just gonna come in with like a right hook in the future.
Yeah, like I feel like
Street Fighter
has its fan base. Like, don't get me wrong, but for whatever reason, I feel like Mortal Kombat, it reaches a broader audience, and I feel like because of that, that's why it might win.
It's not as difficult. Street Fighter is a little more difficult.
It actually has like a decent story. Street Fighter, I can't even tell you what the story is.
Don't even do that. I tried.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like for that reason alone, like it might be.
But in Street Fighter 6, you go around and punch like a Karen in the face while walking around.
Karen in the face.
All right, I'm gonna say this. Well, I think Mortal Kombat's gonna win, but also I'm gonna give its respect to Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl 2. That from the first game to this game, it's improved a lot from what I played. Not what I played, but what I seen and what I heard. Because when I was streaming a lot of what's the one game with Cartoon Network characters?
Oh, Metaverse?
Multiverses, yeah.
The Metaverse.
And I was streaming a lot of that, and I was like really high up in like the ranks, and I actually got to like play with like a lot of like the professionals that would play like Brawlhalla and Nickelodeon All Stars, and I would talk to them on Twitter and also on their Twitch channels, and they were saying but like back then they were talking about they used to play Nickelodeon All Stars, and then they were talking about part 2. Recent tweets about part 2, I've been seeing them pop up, and they've been getting back into it, and they said it's improved a lot and it's doing really well. But that community is very small. That's like the melee community that still plays on like GameCubes and stuff now. So
you know who would make a killing, like if they decided to make like a brawl type, like Smash Brothers type game? Disney. They got so much IP that they could use that's more recognizable and more beloved that I feel like they could do it. Imagine freaking Mickey Mouse versus Iron Man.
I was waiting for you to say Iron Man.
They could do that, but it would just be a monetization hell. Just like
It would be popular though. I feel like they could do it though.
Their racing game that just came out is like super money hungry, grindy.
Well, isn't there like a mobile game in though?
No, that's on
Xbox.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I would say Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah,
That's
I was
fine.
Mortal Kombat.
All right.
Fine. I ain't gonna
Mortal
fight y'all
Kombat.
on that.
Mortal Kombat is the winner for best fighting.
All right. Next category, best RPG.
Starfield.
We kind of
No, then just go straight to it. The one vote. We all do. We
had
all
the one vote.
the one nominee.
We got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield.
Starfield.
This is a tough category for Starfield because all you
This
get.
is a tough year for Starfield. Let's be honest. If this
No.
came out any other year, it would have like won all the awards. But
And-
because it came out this year,
Personally, I will honestly say I would pick Starfield, but I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 or Sea of Stars has it.
I wouldn't even say Sea of Stars. I think it's a freaking non-issue. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win every single category it is in. Like this, it's not even a question. Like that's the kind of like hold it has on like the gaming, not just the community, the industry. That's how popular it is. And it's so crazy just to think about like Baldur's Gate 3. Nobody talked about Baldur's Gate 2 or the first one. Like nobody even mentioned that. Nobody even mentioned that this was a early access game that's been available for like 3 years.
That's why it's 3.
Nobody.
That's why it's 3. It's the first game. It's just 3 years.
It's been 3 years. That's what the 3 is for. But it's just crazy how like this just came out of nowhere and now everybody's playing it. And it's a friggin' essentially it's a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah,
And
it's
that has gotten popular in itself, but it's like it's just a lot of things had to come together to make that game like shine as bright as it has. So what are we voting?
Starfield.
We're gonna give it the pity vote.
Wow.
It is a pity vote.
It's a pity vote. I'm not gonna lie. Like I would like Starfield to win, but
it's not. I know it's not gonna win.
Yeah,
I'm still voting Starfield, but y'all can
okay,
pick whatever you like.
Starfield. We said Starfield. All right. We gave that the pity vote. You're in our hearts, Starfield. Okay.
always.
Next category is best action adventure game. We got Alan Wake 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm gonna mention the same thing. The one and only nominee it got, Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I wanted to get something because it was such a good game. Like
So good.
if it didn't have the technical issues that it had at launch, I feel like it would have been like nominated for Game of the Year. Like that's how good it is. But it kind of got overshadowed because like especially on the PC. I mean I never played it on the PC, but I heard and saw how it performed, and it was almost unplayable.
It was atrocious for real.
Yeah, but even like then, I played it on Xbox, and yeah, there was very like glaring issues, but the story was great. The gameplay was great. I 100%ed it. I don't do that for many games. So if you're that good of a game to like make me want to do everything that you can in the game, that's saying something to me at least. Resident Evil 4 is great. Marvel Spider-Man's is great. I haven't beaten it yet, but it's like a lot of it is like all these are great. Honestly, like all these nominations are worthy. I haven't played Alan Wake 2, so I don't know yet.
Yeah, from what I played by Alan Wake 2, it's really good. I like it a lot. It's so good because like it's like I'm playing a saga right now. You're like doing like missions of like solving missions. So you're like investigating, interrogating people, and then like you're like looking at evidence and all this stuff, and she goes into like her conscience, like her head, and it goes to like her mind palace, where it's like
Oh.
my girlfriend's watching me play, and she's like, "Oh, this is like Sherlock," and like she loves Sherlock, so then like
Damn.
she's all into it, and I'm playing it, and like it's really good. It's
I'm-
really good from what
I'm a sucker for like detective game, like problem solving games. Damn, I'm gonna have to get it then.
Buy it right now.
Buy it right now. I'm doing it right now as we speak. No, I put it on my Christmas list. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's a tough vote for me because I think Star Wars and Alan Wake 2 are gonna be my picks. I'm not gonna say Legend of Zelda is also really good, but like I couldn't get into it. I played a little bit of it, and I'm not a fan of like the
The
whole
open world aspect of it.
not it's open world. Breath of the Wild was open world. This game is DIY open world. Like you like you
That's a
like,
good point.
we don't like, oh, you see that way, that big like divot in the ground, you build your own bridge. Like we don't have time for that. You do that. Like, that's how I felt with the game. I didn't really like that aspect, but I did like seeing all the like mechs people were making and like planes and stuff like that people were making on Twitter. That was fun and that was cool.
It was Legend of Zelda nuts and bolts.
Yeah, it was literally Legend of Zelda DIY.
I didn't like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, so it's not gonna get any of my vote.
Wow.
Yep. And I'm a
Just-
big Zelda fan. I loved all the Zelda games, but the last two for me were just not it at all.
Yeah. You're not a fan.
Wow, that's crazy.
All right, so what are we voting, guys?
I'm voting Alan Wake.
Yeah, I would give it to Alan Wake.
All right, we'll give Alan Wake.
No
What do
pity.
you think is gonna win? Alan Wake?
I think Alan Wake.
Probably.
No, honestly, I think it's gonna be Resident Evil. with the way the panel is set up, I think Resident Evil will win that one.
Maybe. We'll see. All right, Alan Wake 2 is our vote. The next category, best action game. We got Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. We got Dead Island 2, which I don't know how the hell this got nominated.
Well,
Ghost,
Dead Island 2 was really good.
compared to every other game? How many games released this year that you could classify as action?
I mean, you can
And
say that about
Dead
any.
Island 2?
You can say that about any game. Then compared to every other game, 2023 was stacked.
you might as
can't-
well,
You
might as well put Saints Row on here.
No. You
no.
can't play Saints Row is on the same level as Dead Island 2. Dead Island 2 is really good. Saints Row is trash.
We got Ghost Runner 2,
Wow.
Hi-Fi
Then-
Rush, and Remnant 2, which is on Game Pass, by the way. The two games are on Game Pass.
honestly,
I want to give it to Hi-Fi Rush just because that should have been nominated for Game of the Year.
Xbox.
Like that game was so unique, and honestly, the reason why is because like I would have swapped this out, Hi-Fi Rush, for Mario Wonder, only because Mario Wonder has a formula. They took the 2D Mario style and they changed it a little bit. They added to it, made it feel different. Hi-Fi Rush is a completely unique game. There is no other game like this. And it's also a great game. So, like, I feel like that alone should have been enough to nominate it for Game of the Year. But it didn't win or didn't get the nomination. But the fact that it's here, I feel like we need to vote that.
I'm with it.
I'm gonna be against it. I'm not an Xbox. I'm gonna say Armor Core because that game looks so sick.
You know what? Like, I feel a lot of people are fans of Armored Core.
I haven't played it. I've seen videos and
Isn't it like Dark Souls like? It's like really hard.
it's not Dark Souls.
It's not,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in the difficulty, but not like gameplay.
No, I
Yeah.
just meant like difficulty wise. Like the game is just really difficult. You gotta like build different
build
I
different
guess
mech.
armors, mechs so that way you can fight through certain bosses. So
Yeah, it's insane. Like I was watching like Donkey has a video where he's like
Yeah.
a mech and like he made it like on wheels and it's like a sniper with like turrets and he's just like dashing and shooting everything and I'm just like this game looks insane.
It's
As an action game, it's completely insane.
if you're a fan of mechs, that's for you. Like, you know how many? What was it? It was Mech Assault, right? For the original Xbox.
That's before my time.
Oh, that was before. You youngin, man.
Hey, listen,
There was
I
a
was
game called Mech Assault that a lot of people liked and really wanted to make like a sequel for. And I feel like Armored Core kind of like fits that mold, where you can play as a mech and you're freaking badass. Like, I don't know. But my vote still goes for Hi-Fi Rush.
Same. Hi-Fi Rush it is.
I'll join you guys.
No, you won't. You want Armor Core.
I do want Armored Core to win, but Hi-Fi Rush can take it.
All right, Hi-Fi Rush it is.
Give Chai the medal.
All right, next category is Best VR/AR. We have Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village VR mode, and Synapses. So
I feel like Resident Evil Village. That's
probably
my pick. But
because
honestly,
it's an actual game.
Yeah,
Gran Turismo 7 is as well, but
yeah. But honestly, I feel like the on the actual award show, they're gonna do Horizon Call of the Mountain. Because that was a VR game, it was made for PlayStation VR, you know. But I really want, for this category, I really want Resident Evil Village VR.
Yeah, I think Village will win it.
I think Village will win it too, just because it has a broader appeal. Like with Call of the Mountain, like that's only PlayStation fans. People like Resident Evil, as we can tell, but that's all platforms. So I feel like, well, I guess the VR is only for PC and PlayStation, but either way, I feel like Resident Evil will still win.
All right, Resident Evil is
Resident Evil. Next category. Best mobile game. You have Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Honkai Star Rail, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil.
You know what? Terra Nil looks beautiful. I'm picking that.
It's just based on the looks, based on the picture.
I don't play mobile games.
I don't, me neither. If it were up to me, it would be Marvel Snap all day, every day. But I've heard more about Honkai Star Rail because I forget every time I go on TikTok, I see ads for that.
Isn't that like kind of like Genshin, kind of a little bit?
Made by the same people.
Oh, so that's gonna win it, yeah.
That's probably gonna win.
But Honkai Star Rail is more. It's like, it's what is it like turn-based, whereas Genshin Impact is more open world action.
Yeah,
so it's a little different. But yeah, I'll go Terra Nil as well because
it's a Netflix game.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Go to Honkai.
I was gonna say
that's crazy. All
right. We'll give it to Terra Nil just because it looks pretty.
You don't even want to say
it. All right. Next category. Best debut indie game. All right, we have Cocoon, we have Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. I don't know if you guys play Cocoon.
I played Cocoon. I also played Venba. And for this category for me, it was like really close between Venba and Cocoon. But Cocoon overall is I feel like a better game. Venba is more like just you going through the motions of you and your Indian family, and it was a really great story. You're just cooking and making food while seeing this absolutely sad story. But I feel like Cocoon was better.
It's a better game.
Yeah. So I went and picked Cocoon.
I'm gonna say Cocoon too because the type of game that it is, I mean, it's an indie game and it's like a puzzle, whatever, but it's very hard to try and find a puzzle game that does actually something different. The only other one that I could think of off the top of my head was I think the how something between. I can't remember. It's like the lines between, the space between. It was a indie game that it was on Game Pass, and I think it's actually on PlayStation Plus now. But yeah, no, that was the only one that I could think of off the top. I can't remember the name, but Cocoon is that though. Like the concept is very abstract, but it's also like very interesting. The fact that you go into different worlds and come out of them, and it's all in a little orb. So I'll say Cocoon just because it's nothing I've ever seen before, not like I've seen before.
Yeah, Cocoon it is.
Yeah, you guys could pick Cocoon. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it installed. Too many games I haven't played.
You sound like me. I have so many games installed.
I just don't put it on a backlog.
It's just there.
It's just there. Yeah,
It's not on my backlog. I don't.
my backlog is non-existent.
All right, Cocoon it is. All right, next category. Best independent game. So again, this was a hot button issue for a lot of people. So we have Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. And I went over on my quick save episode about Dave the Diver. It's not actually an independent game, although Jeff Keighley did go on record and sort of clarified, and he basically said, he didn't clarify for me. He basically made an excuse that independent means it's a broad term, and to me, independent means independent. It's not a broad term. It's very specific and
it has a definition.
Yeah. If you want, if the category was indie game, I could kind of sort of see it, because indie is sort of like a genre, but it's called best independent game. So I don't know. I still vote Cocoon because
for this one, I'll vote Sea of Stars.
Yeah, I would be with Brother Zay. I think
Sea of Stars.
Take the vote. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Sea of Stars it is. Next category.
No, here we go.
Best community support. Now this one is also a lot of the, again, we said it before, whoever created these nominees really needs to like get their head checked, because some of these don't make no sense.
Destiny 2 could actually win it if they rehired their community support manager.
Exactly. They fired him or her.
Exactly.
Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 16, and No Man's Sky. I don't know why Final Fantasy is in there. What do they count? Okay, this says recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates patches. Yeah, Destiny 2 is not...
the only games that should be up there is Baldur's Gate and No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Honestly, I picked No Man's Sky because of how honest, open, and like, you know, everything they put out on social media about their patches and all the work that they've been doing. Since the launch of No Man's Sky, it's been very turbulent, but they've come to a really good place. So I will vote No Man's Sky for this one.
So I could see an argument for Cyberpunk, because we know how it launched and they did their best to get it up to speed. But they've been doing that for like 2 years already. Yeah. And I feel like the only reason why it's even up here is because the DLC just came out, and it introduced a lot of new aspects of the game. But we knew about this DLC for a while now. So I guess maybe that's why it's on there. But overall, I feel like it's kind of like they already did what they need to do. The game has been playable for a long time. And what's that?
No, I was just gonna bring up. They did also just recently have like a sit down with like the devs, and they are doing a 2.1, and they're actually
Yeah. I did see that.
Finally putting in the Metro system. So
that was cut. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're fine. I love Cyberpunk. It's one of my favorite games. Like, but like shutting it down like this is like it hurts me. But like I don't give it the recognition that it would get, that it should get. But I would put No Man's Sky as my vote.
So No Man's Sky. Although
Yeah.
the argument for Baldur's Gate is that it's been in development for 3 years and it's literally been based on their community support. Like the community pretty much molded that game into what it is. But
I could tell you, I'm pretty sure probably most of the casuals probably don't even know that, because I didn't know that the game was in early access for that long.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right, so No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
I would say No Man's Sky deserves this one.
It's probably gonna be Baldur's Gate 3, but
Yeah,
like I said, every category. All right. Next category is best ongoing.
This one
is
this one.
We got Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy 16, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. Why is Cyberpunk there?
Why is Cyberpunk? Why is Final Fantasy?
Why is Final Fantasy there too?
Wait, that's not 16. That's Final Fantasy 14.
Okay,
is that 14? My bad.
Yeah, okay.
I misread. Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Okay,
And that could be there because it's a MMO.
Yes.
It's on
fine.
PlayStation, PC. Yeah.
Isn't this character from 16 though?
It is. They're done.
What the? That's why I got confused.
okay.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk should not be in here. It should be Halo Infinite.
It really should.
Halo Infinite been through so much, and from where it started to where it's at now, it's a completely different game. And then just today, they announced on what is it?
Well, they didn't announce it, but they didn't announce it officially, but they said they have a trailer coming out on Monday, which is probably going to be Firefight and all the mid-season updates.
The mid-season update, yeah, that's all. It should be coming out soon. And I feel like Halo's just getting robbed. I'm being an Xbox here. The Xbox tax is coming out.
Xbox tax.
Yeah. Halo Infinite. That's my issue with this best ongoing.
Yeah, because Cyberpunk, although like they've done updates and stuff like that, that was for the other category that we just went over. Ongoing means like content, and granted, they have content. They have the new DLC, but like
that was it.
That's it. Like it's just a DLC. Or they say it's an expansion, whatever. But ongoing means that it's been getting regular, big, bulk content. And Cyberpunk is not that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
They also said that Phantom Liberty is it. That's it. There's no more.
That's it.
After that.
And usually when you associate ongoing, you think live service, you think multiplayer. That's also not, like, literally every other game is that. Cyberpunk is not. So I don't know.
I mean, for me, the best ongoing game is I picked Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Fortnite because I just found out they're gonna add Solid Snake, and I'm gonna buy him, or I'll buy the battle pass, and maybe I'll get to the end.
Fortnite,
it's a battle pass, you get it, or I don't know, right? Sometimes they give you characters in the beginning.
Sometimes, yeah. He might be the secret skin. You guys do challenges, probably.
I hope not. I don't got time for that.
You're about to play some Fortnite.
I'm about to friggin' no life Fortnite. All right, Fortnite is our choice. Next category is games for impact. So I guess it's just like the thought. Well, yeah, it says for thought-provoking games and pro-social meaning message. All right, we have a Space for the Unbound, Chance of Senar, Goodbye Volcano High, Chia, Terra Nil is there again, and Venba.
I went Venba because it's like the only game on the list I actually played, and like I said, it was a really great story. It was very simple gameplay, but the story behind it, the impact I felt that it had, specifically for people of color, I felt like this game deserves this award, Games of Impact, because I felt like this game, Venba had a very big impact. It was a really good game.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I'm
Brother Matt?
agree. I
Alright.
agree in these games, so
Yeah, me neither.
You
So,
call yourself gamers? Let me stop.
all right, Venba is our choice. Next category: innovation in accessibility. We have Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, Street Fighter 6. Now, this actually does speak volumes for what Xbox has done in terms of accessibility. And because, I mean, even if you don't want to count Diablo, they have 2 games here that are nominated for this. And that, I feel like that speaks volumes for how accessible gaming is important to Xbox. And then they have the whole accessibility controller. I know PlayStation has that too.
Xbox had it first.
Xbox had it first. Honestly, I feel like theirs is a little bit better, but
That's crazy.
the accessibility is still a good thing. I would say Forza, because I feel like Forza is more it's a very broad, maybe not broad, but like there's a wide audience that it can reach. And the fact that they're able to not occupy, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But Forza, I feel like the fact that it does a lot to treat every player as like it gives every player an equal playing field to enjoy their game. So I would say Forza Motorsport.
I definitely have to agree with you there. The accessibility settings, in particular for Forza, is absolutely wild. You can play where the game practically plays for you, but you're still having fun enjoying the game and stuff. Or you can play to where it's a complete sim, where you control every aspect of it. I really think that Turn 10 Studios really did a great job with accessibility. Forza itself, all the Forza games and even Forza Horizon, they do a really great job with accessibility. I think they deserve to win this particular award.
Brother Matt, any thoughts?
no thoughts. Forza would be a good pick. I also want to bring up the Street Fighter 6 had that modern control system that eliminates like all the button input for like certain characters and stuff. So it'll just be like 2 buttons you have to press, like a down back and an X, and then you'll do a search instead of like the original classic control system where you have to do like full circle spins with your D-pad or joystick.
That's kind of like what was it? Dragon Ball Fighters? They did that too.
Yeah, so I want to bring that up because that is also really, really helpful for, certain people just getting into Street Fighter. If you never like got into it, Street Fighter 6 has that control system that's new. So that's really good and helpful.
All right.
But
so Forza, we're going with Forza?
Yep. Forza deserves it, yeah.
Forza. There we go. All right, next category. Best performance. So we have Ben Starr of Final Fantasy 16. We have Cameron Monaghan, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Idris Elba of Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. Melanie Liburd, Alan Wake 2. Neil Newborn, Baldur's Gate 3. And Yuri Lowenthal for Marvel Spider-Man 2. This was kind of tough, actually. No, I'm looking at it.
It is a tough category.
It is.
I picked personally the only female on here. I've watched a lot of Alan Wake 2, especially the beginnings parts of it with her, where you get to play as her, and I think her performance was really good. I know in the actual show it's gonna be overshadowed by either Idris Elba or Yuri Lowenthal for Spider-Man. So I personally went with Melanie Liburd.
I'm gonna say Cameron Monaghan for Star Wars Jedi Survivor, just because he made me feel like he could be introduced into like live action. And granted, it helps that he's also an actor. I mean, all of these are actors. But his performance made me want to see him interact with other characters, and technically he could, if he's still alive in the, I guess, the Mandoverse, that's what we call it, right? He could show up. Whether he will or not, we don't know. But I feel like that alone, that idea of him showing up makes me feel like he deserves it. I mean, granted, all these people deserve it. But for me personally, I pick Cameron.
Yeah, my vote was gonna go for Cameron Monaghan as well. Even though like Saga, amazing character, Idris Elba in Cyberpunk again. I love Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I love Idris Elba too. That's the thing.
Oh, all right, one thing I will say, Cyberpunk, the damn graphics of the game, like sitting in a car, you look to your left and you got Idris Elba driving, and you're like looking at him. It looks so good. You're like, damn, I'm in a car with Idris Elba. That's what it feels like. But like, I will have to go Cameron Monaghan because again, just Star Wars. I love Star Wars, and the game was so good.
Yeah,
Jedi Survivor was really good. I can't wait for the next one.
So
And
Cameron?
Yeah, Cameron.
Yeah.
You always say I would want to see Cal Kestis in live action. Maybe the Mandoverse, maybe Ahsoka, now that Dave Filoni is in charge.
I feel like like I said, if he's still alive, he could potentially show up. He would be the right age.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right. So next category is Best Audio Design. So we have Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4.
All right, I'm gonna straight out and say it. I think Hi-Fi Rush should just win it because the game is based on audio.
It's literally that's the game.
It is the music genre, action game. Yeah, I voted Hi-Fi Rush as well.
Yeah, I think this is a no-brainer. Like, I mean, I'm sure the audio design and all these
no-brainer for us
because we're Xbox, right?
That's right. So
Speak for yourselves.
That's crazy.
He's a fake neutral.
I
A fake neutral.
All right, so Hi-Fi Rush it is. Next category. Best score in music. See, like,
Again.
so like, how did this kind of goes with the other category? No.
Not.
I guess maybe not because like the other one was just audio design.
Yeah.
But this one's the actual music in the game. All right, so we have Alan Wake 2. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce these names because they're all Swedish. I feel like because I mean, if you ever looked in the most popular songs, they're all composed by like Swedish composers. But anyway, so we got Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I like how all of these have actual names, and then this one is just Nintendo Sound Team.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Nintendo Sound Team do be cooking.
Yeah,
In the studio.
you're right. You're right.
They do be cooking.
I personally went with Baldur's Gate 3.
This is where we're gonna start. Just BG3 to the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, potentially.
I would agree. Baldur's Gate 3 did have a good the
actual music.
the
in the
music,
game.
the score. I felt immersed playing it.
Yeah.
From what I did, it was good. I could agree. Baldur's Gate could take it.
All right, we'll give it that. I never played it yet, so.
What are you
All
waiting
right.
on?
I'm waiting on the Xbox version.
Damn
All right.
Xbox.
Next category. I almost bought it on PC. All right, best art direction. We have Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
I feel like Liza P should have this because it did what it took the Souls aspect and put it into the world of Pinocchio, and the art, the music, the sounds, the gameplay, just the story itself was really good. I feel like Liza P should win this category.
Yeah, I can agree. Lies of P is really beautiful game. Like, if you want Bloodborne 2, play Lies of P.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Lies of P is really good. The art and the music, everything is really good. But also, I would say Mario Wonder and Hi-Fi Rush are really good competitors for this category.
Oh, definitely.
I was gonna say that too.
Yeah,
Because I feel like with Hi-Fi Rush, it reminds me of like the old school like Dreamcast type vibe. Like a lot of people compare it to like Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
And a lot of people love that game. I never got to play it, but I do
What?
see the similarity. I know.
Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio were awesome. I loved them on the original Xbox and the Dreamcast. I had it originally on the Dreamcast. Oh man.
And Brother Matt is just like, what?
showing my age.
But also Super Mario Brothers Wonder, like I said, they took that formula, but they turned it on its head, and they also changed like the design. Like if you compare this to like the new Super Mario Brothers type games, it's completely different, like from a visual aspect. And Mario does look different. Like all the characters look different.
Yeah.
And I do like the direction that they went with the art and like the graphics and stuff like that. So but yeah, we'll give it to Liza P because I feel like this one is kind of like the underdog in this category. All right, so next category is best narrative. We got Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, and Marvel Spider-Man 2.
We have to vote.
Yeah, is there competition?
Yeah.
It's BG3. That's it.
It's like
Next category.
So
Why are we waiting?
Like, you want to do it, you can do it in Baldur's Gate. Like,
Can we bring up the fact that their next update with the Xbox release is including 1,300 new lines of
are
dialogue?
you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So like, just give it a BG3.
Yeah. All right, Baldur's Gate 3 it is. Next category. Best game direction.
We have to go through all of them?
Alan Wake
BG3.
Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Honestly, like, yeah, BG3 is gonna win this category, but like, just the Tears of the Kingdom is a good competitor because the direction that they went was
because like one of the things is innovation, and I feel like in that category, like that's Legend of Zelda does that.
It does that perfectly because they let you do what you want. It's like, how can you make a better version of Breath of the Wild? And they did that by making, a DIY.
Yeah.
you have all the freedom in the world.
Do whatever you want. And granted, Baldur's Gate 3 does let you do what you want as well, but like it's still like essentially it's kind of like the perfect RPG, but it's still an RPG. Like it doesn't really do anything different. It just does it so perfectly. So I feel like on the innovation part, it doesn't really meet those expectations for me at least. But Legend of Zelda does, because it took, like you said, Breath of the Wild and just added DIY to it, and it works.
Yeah.
So what are we voting?
BG3.
After all that, he's just like, nah.
I would definitely give it a BG3 because it's gonna win. It's definitely
there you go.
Going.
All right, we'll give it to BG3.
And last but not least,
the game of the year.
Starfield.
we have we have Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
All right, let me get this out real quick. Why is there a 2005 game on this list?
Facts.
It's a
Facts.
remake. Come
No.
on.
It should not be on Game of the Year list.
Yeah.
First of all, we went through 31 categories, and not one category had Hogwarts Legacy on there.
That is
a damn shame.
We know why that wasn't
Yeah,
nominated.
but that doesn't matter. The game or Porky Games, they used to make mobile games, and then they come out of the gate swinging with Hogwarts Legacy. The graphics, the gameplay, the story, all of it was really, really, really good. And to not praise Porky Games and all the creators over there just because the original creator of the original books, like is anti-trans, it's a shame what they did to Porky Games, because at least they should have been in one of these categories. That game was really good. I know this year was really packed with a lot of games, and it had, there was a lot of amazing games this year. It really was. For games this year, it was absolutely amazing. But for Hogwarts Legacy to not be in any of the categories at all is a slap in the face to the people who worked on this game.
I hear you, and I agree.
And
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate 3 gets my vote.
No, I hear you. Hogwarts Legacy should have gotten at least some nominations in these categories, but like I said, we know why it wasn't nominated, and it sucks because, like, that aside, it's a really great game. And it's their first AAA game.
Yeah,
and they knocked it out of the park the first try. I feel like that should be acknowledged, and it was in the player's choice category. We won't do that because that's like ongoing. But it was an option for people to vote on.
No, the panel members and the people who voted for all these categories, the main people who did it, they're cowards. Honestly,
yeah,
because that game was absolutely amazing, and it should have been somewhere in these game awards. The Jeff Keighley and his posse, I feel like they're all cowards.
I think they already were getting a lot of scrutiny. I mean, they get scrutiny every year with these nominations, but I feel like if they would have added Hogwarts, they would have gotten that outside scrutiny. The people who don't even play these freaking games, that don't even care about video games. They just care about that one aspect of the Hogwarts games, and that they would have bombarded them with hate and vitriol and all that nonsense.
The thing is, they're going to get it anyway.
It would have been too controversial. They're going to
get it anyway with the crappy way they laid out these Game of the Years and these nominees.
But that at least is confined to the gaming community. If you want to add all the Potterheads into that, I mean, that's
Hogwarts Legacy sold a ton. It sold so much,
and it received a lot of backlash.
But it also received a lot of praise as well.
Yeah, from the gaming community.
Yeah, listen. Despite the controversy with what's her face,
J.K. Rowling.
Despite the controversy, we're talking about video games and their achievements through the, when they come out. Like this has nothing to do with what she believes, and this has nothing to do with the creators of the game. They didn't say that. The creators of the game aren't, anti-trans. The creators of the game just came out and made a really great game based off of that series. That's it. And they shouldn't be the ones who get all the scrutiny and all the hate because of the author of the original books. Like it's just ridiculous.
Well, at least we know Jeff Keighley is scared of the Potter fans who are against J.K. Rowling. But they're not afraid of Xbox fans for snubbing Starfield. But anyway, what do you guys think is gonna win? I mean, it's
snubbing both Hi-Fi Rush and Starfield.
Yes,
could have been up here. instead of
Absolutely.
Resident Evil 4.
Over Resident
And
Evil 4, absolutely.
I
Or
was
Resident Evil
also
4 and Mario Brothers Wonder.
Yeah, and Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
I think the argument was because Resident Evil 2 got nominated for Game of the Year when it came out. But that was in a slow year. Like, I really can't think of many games that came out that year that would have been worthy of the spot over Resident Evil 2. But I feel like this year is not the year to do that because there was so many other great games that could. I even would have put Jedi Survivor in here.
Yeah.
Because that was worthy of a nomination over Resident Evil 4. Not to say that Resident Evil 4 is bad. It's just not this year. But
Definitely not.
all right, so what do we think is gonna win? I think it's pretty obvious, right?
BG3. Yeah,
Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win. Although I feel like Alan Wake 2 might have a chance.
It's a good like
I mean,
Baldur's Gate and Tears of the Kingdom all are like the top 3 competitors, but Baldur's Gate is gonna come out swinging.
Yeah, I feel like it's funny because it's essentially gonna be down to like PlayStation versus Xbox. I feel like Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna get the PlayStation vote because it hasn't been on Xbox and it's not on Xbox yet. We don't know when it's coming on Xbox. We know December, but we don't know when. And then
maybe at the Game Awards we'll see.
Maybe they might do a shadow drop. We don't know.
They're gonna do a release date.
Yeah, they'll probably announce the release date for Xbox.
And I believe they're doing a physical edition as well.
Yes,
the physical edition you can actually pre-order now, and that comes out in 2024.
That comes out in January, I think.
Yeah. So, but you can pre-order that right now. But I think they'll announce the date for the digital edition for Xbox with patch number 5, which they've been working on.
Yeah,
but that's gonna be released, if I'm not mistaken, next week for PlayStation and PC. So I'm assuming when that patch drops, they're gonna announce the release date for Xbox.
And they're gonna announce it for Game Pass.
Oh, that's crazy!
Imagine
if they do that. Big W's.
That's gonna be insane. But anyway, I feel like the Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna get all. I mean, the PC side because it's the first platform it came out on, but it'll also get the PlayStation side. Alan Wake 2, I don't know. I feel like because Xbox has marketing for that, right? I feel like a lot of people will vote Alan Wake 2, or a lot of Xbox fans will vote Alan Wake 2 because PlayStation fans will vote Baldur's Gate 3. So that's why I feel like it could win. It really just depends on how it plays out. And then Nintendo fans are gonna fight over Mario and Zelda. Which is honestly, it's really dumb. Like if you think about it, like why would you split the vote like that? If people really wanted a Nintendo game to win, put one Nintendo game there. Because now you split the vote, they're not gonna vote. I mean, I guess you could say PlayStation will vote for Spider-Man, but I like Spider-Man, but I don't think it does anything revolutionary.
It doesn't.
It's a good story, it's a good gameplay, but it's a safe game. Same thing for God of War. I feel like it's literally the same thing. So what are we voting, guys?
BG3.
BG3.
BG3?
Yeah.
BG3 it is. And with that, we have all our votes in as the official. Hey, I got an achievement. So we put our official votes in as the Loading Up podcast, and that is it, guys. We went very long.
We did.
But it was good. I'm glad we were able to do this. I know we started late because of me. I apologize. Off screen stuff came in the way. But yeah. So any parting words before we wrap it up here?
Yeah, I'll say a party words. The Game Awards is a sham, and Jeff Keighley is a punk ass bitch. That's my party words. And BG3 is gonna win everything.
You're not wrong.
Words, Xbox got market rights for Grand Theft Auto 6, and it's coming to Game Pass for 1 year.
You're bugging. You're bugging. That's crazy.
It's exclusive to Game Pass. 1 year.
No way.
That would be insane. All right, guys. See you next week. Peace. Oh, by the way, before we go, we are actually live streaming next week. So we're gonna be doing it on Thursday. We're gonna live stream the Game Awards. So tune into that, and we'll see you there. Peace.
It is.
Follow, hit that button, that like button, and subscribe button.
Yes, do that. Do all of that, please.